Space Cadet is up next. Amazon Prime Space Cadet, or whatever poster I got this from, which is a different language. Uma astronauta quasi parafiata. What does that mean? What language is that?
I don't know, man. I don't really know. I'm not a scientist here, man.
So I wanted to put a streaming movie on. And I was like, what's new? And I looked at this and I went, yeah, I'll look at Emma Roberts for 2 hours. Why not? Emma Roberts is fine. She's cute. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically Legally Blonde. But
you should read my notes, Tony.
What?
That's the same note I had Legally Blonde in space.
By the way, I said that to myself as I was watching it and I Googled it. Everyone is saying that. And then I assume they're all saying, but this one sucks. This is one of the worst films I've seen all year. And I was like,
yep.
And by the way, the bar was really, really low for this one. I'm like, direct to Amazon, Legally Blonde ripoff with astronauts. It'll be fine. This was a disaster. So just the story here. Emma Roberts, who cares what her character's name is? She's really smart, but 10 years ago, she was sad that her mom died. So instead of being smart in college, she decided to be a party girl. And now she wrestles alligators and helps her dad be a con man. But she still yearns to be smart. I mean, she is smart. She helps manatees or whatever. But she wants to be smart in a different way. And then she applies to be a space cadet for NASA. And then her dumb friend, whose character trait is that she's dumb and is pregnant, lies about her letter to NASA and says that she's a doctor and she has all these qualifications. And she then has to become an astronaut and hang out with other cadets who worked really hard to be there. Meanwhile, she's totally underqualified. Or is she underqualified? Because the movie keeps telling you that she's perfect and great. Logan, what did you think of Space Cadet? Did you get a chance to watch this?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
What did you think?
It's classic girl movie formula. You got the dumb best friend, just like failure to launch. You got Zooey Deschanel, who's like a dumb drunk. And then you got the knocked up best friend that's dumb. And you got the heartthrob, which his name is Logan. For some reason, he doesn't want to say his damn name because he's got a British accent. And apparently British people don't say Logan. It was like Lowen or something like that. He kept not pronouncing the G every single time he said his name. I was like, what? But I mean, this movie. And it's a lot of it's very similar to other Emma Roberts movies that she's put out. The Holiday Date or whatever that was a Netflix movie, I believe.
You know what I'm realizing now? I don't think I watch enough of her. I thought I liked Emma Roberts, but between this and Madam Web, I might have to start avoiding her movies. I don't know. But anyway, continue.
Yeah. No, it's fine. This is one of those movies, like you said the joke about Legally Blonde. Yeah, it's like the, you can say this is like the fourth Legally Blonde movie because there's been 3. I didn't know that until I looked it up. But I mean, it's got that House Bunny vibes, that same kind of movie, and I just don't feel like those movies just don't do well anymore. Mm-hmm. To be honest, this movie would have been probably instant classic if it came out in the 80s. It would have been think about Teen Witch, not really good movie, but people love that movie and they always like to joke around about the dancing scene. This would have been something like that, like Space Camp or something like that. You know what I mean? It's the fact that it just comes out in an era where this has it's ran its course. My wife would have loved it. I'll tell you that for sure. Becca, I actually sent her a message while I was watching. I was like, I found the next movie you're going to want to watch. I was like, she likes her and she likes. There is a market for this. I bet, Casey. I bet Casey likes this movie.
It's funny. Casey said she wanted to see it because she loves Legally Blonde. I was like, don't watch it.
Yeah,
don't
Casey would love
it. Did you love it, Joey C?
Tony, throughout this wonderful movie, with my 100 Hot Pockets in front of me, I thought to myself, this.
How are you thinner than me, you dumb asshole? God, oh, by the way, can we just say no? Put your arm down. Put your arm down. Can we take a moment to say, everyone on Twitter, go follow Did Joey C have fruit today?
Come on.
And the Grimace account, and my favorite one is Joey C's dad's lawnmower.
Follow
all those accounts.
Don't give them attention.
So what did you say? You were stuffing your face with Hot Pockets.
Yeah, and I thought, this has to get better, right? But it just kept getting worse and worse. And listen, I'm gonna go into some spoilers here. I know it.
Oh, how dare you
about that? Yeah, I'm just gonna say this movie is so fucking unrealistic. Okay, now listen, I'm not a lawyer, okay, but she has one count of reckless endangerment, right? She flew that plane that she wasn't even fucking trained for, right? She committed fraud, and then her friend committed multiple instances of fraud. And there's no chance Rex would be allowed in space. She'd be sent to jail.
Yeah.
This movie is a fucking sham.
But she saves the day with a bedazzler.
God, I hate this movie, Tony. I hate this fucking movie. I'm gonna practice law just because of this movie.
You hated it, but I'm sure Mike loved it, right?
Oh, I absolutely love this movie. It was the best movie I've seen all year.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Did you actually watch it?
I watched it last night.
Oh, and you really liked it.
Night for you guys. It was dumb. It was exactly what I thought it was gonna be based on the poster.
By the way, so I like to make fun of those anti-woke grifters who complain about feminism and whatnot. Guys, you missed one. This is the movie you guys are always complaining about because she's not allowed to have any flaws. Her flaws are that she's too smart and isn't being smart the right way. And then NASA's like, she's not qualified. And this lady's like, but she helped manatees. That's what Mars needs. I'm like, what? I can't think of anything Mars needs less than manatee safety. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And when it comes to science, it's just like shit that you would see in the old Facebook group. I fucking love science. Like, it's not real science. Like, she's pulling out the Stardust thing. And we're all made of Stardust. Like, oh my God, this feels like a movie that would have been made like 13 years ago.
It probably was developed.
They wrote the script 13 years ago.
Yeah, probably.
But it's a funny premise. Someone who lies to get into NASA and now has to fake it until they make it. It works, but the problem is that she's also a really smart scientist. I'm like, well, then that's not funny because now she's smart, but just kind of an asshole. Like, Biodome is funny because they were idiots and they didn't know what they were doing. This is not very funny. But I will say, what's his face from Kids in the Hall was in it. That's not the sign of quality, but he was in it. He was in it.
It's something, I guess.
Yeah. I hated this movie.
You
would think
too.
Madam West would be the Madam West. I said I mixed Madam Web with Adam West. I merged the two. Someone make Adam West into Madam Web now. You would think Madam Web would be the worst movie she had this year, but she one-upped herself. Just a miserable time, but I'm sure the only female on the panel right now who watched it has something to say, and she's not there.
Earth to Johanna. You're going to space, even though you committed multiple instances of fraud and reckless endangerment.
Let me text her and say we ready. She was just there a second ago.
I hate this movie so much.
It was so bad.
You know how you made me watch that Woody Woodpecker thing? This is way worse.
This was way worse than Woody Woodpecker.
Worse.
Actually, no, Woody Woodpecker was really rough to get through.
See, my work is like Power Rangers.
I mean, Emma Roberts is cute. None of the other girls were, but Emma Roberts is cute. I was digging that, but I mean, not enough I'll never watch the movie again.
It had to be like almost 2 hours too.
It felt long.
It felt like that, yeah.
It was not a long movie. It felt very, very long. And it should not have felt that long. By the way, Joey, I just saw the fucking text you sent me earlier going, cutting it real close there, buddy.
Yeah, because it was fucking 7:58 and you weren't there.
Asshole.
I'm sitting here fucking baking in this Grimace outfit.
Who told you to put the Grimace outfit on? Johanna said that she'll be right here. I got to get her opinions on Space Cadet.
Yeah,
As a proud woman, I know that she watched this movie.
and loved it.
Well, the funny thing is, I looked up the director, and she actually was executive producer on The Sinner, which that's like a really good show. At least
Yeah.
the first
It is a good
season's like
show.
amazing. But
Okay, I didn't see it. I
Yeah,
know. I
it's-
saw that she directed that lifeguard movie where
Yeah.
Kristen Bell is naked. I've only seen a couple scenes of that movie. But yeah, nothing else in her catalog really grabbed me. The Space Cadet was the first chance I gave her, and I'm not looking forward to giving her many more chances.